Hello, my miraculous friend, and welcome to another episode of the Magnify Your Miracles podcast. This is Reverend Francis Spaden, and I'm so grateful that we get to spend this time together helping you magnify your miracles. We're going to be doing something so fun today, one of my favorite things to do. I'm going to be sharing with you this Oracle card deck that I absolutely love, and I thought it would be so fun if rather than just tell you about it, we actually did a little bit of an Oracle card reading. I'll pick a card for you, for everybody that's listening. And I'm hoping that this message will bless you abundantly. And I thought that would be a really, really fun thing to share with you. So I am going to be sharing the Sacred Traveler Oracle card deck by Denise Linn. If you don't have this deck, you should get this deck. It is really very, very good if you're someone that's into Oracle cards. And this particular episode should be coming out, I believe, on Ash Wednesday, the first day of Lent. So we talked last week with Mary Magdalene about this Lenten journey. These are great cards to take with you on your Lenten journey. One of the things that you can do is you could pick a card every day and get a message every day. Isn't that a great idea? But we are going to pick a card today. But before we do all of that, let's take a breath together. Just breathing in the energy of expansion. Breathe out anything that you no longer need. And just allowing yourself to just come into this moment. This is where everything begins when we're connecting with spirit, is like giving ourselves permission to stop. Just come in even just a tiny bit, and we'll start to just begin to notice that beautiful divine presence. And as we feel that energy becoming more and more tangible for us, knowing that whatever you need to hear today is going to be exactly what you need for you to magnify your miracles, let's take one more deep breath together in gratitude, and we can begin. I'm so excited about this because I love, love, love Oracle cards. And I pull them every month. I pull one or several on the first of the month. And then I will pull either one or a few on the new moon. That's what I love to do. If the beginning of the month and the new moon is too close together, like they're a day or two apart, then you'll usually just pick one for the month and then a couple for the moon, or vice versa. But you can do it any way you want. And then throughout the year, beginning of the year, I usually pick one card from all of my decks, which is pretty crazy and awesome. And then on my birthday, I usually pick one card from every deck and I look to see. And this is part of what I do. This is how I have come to learn what I call reading the signs. And this is something that Divine Mother has asked me to actually teach you. So stay tuned, because you're going to be hearing about my new program that I'm doing, all about really your own intuition. Now, there's a lot out there about intuition, and it's all great. But what I'm going to be doing is teaching you how to read the signs and how to understand the signs of the universe, and really understand how to become fluent in your own language, because this is a language. It's not just, some random thing. Intuition is a spiritual language. And as you learn your spiritual language, oh my God, you're just going to be getting messages all the time. It's just awesome. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm going to be sharing more about that in the next few episodes. But for today, let's just talk about this beautiful card deck. So it comes with this little book and these beautiful cards. As you can see, beautiful purple. Purple is my favorite color. And we have all these beautiful messages that are all travel-oriented messages. And, one of my favorite things to do is to go on pilgrimage. So you can see why I love these cards. I feel like life is one big pilgrimage. It's one big spiritual adventure trip. And the more we can approach it that way, the more we get to have adventures. And so I love, love, love this deck. So in this book, she gives you a lot of different ways that you can do. You can pull cards. What we're going to do today is we're just going to pull one card. But you can do like daily spiritual insight, which is what I said, pick one card every day. You can do a 1-card reading. You can do a 3-card reading, and you can do a 5-card spread. She has a medicine wheel spread in here, which is like a 1-year spread. How to discover the meaning in your dreams. write down your dream, and then pick a card. I mean, just a lot. Really, 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 this is just a really good resource for you. So I highly, highly recommend it. But I want to go ahead and pick a card. So again, this is coming out on Ash Wednesday, also Valentine's Day. And I'm just going to say a little bit of a prayer. So one of the ways that I always recommend, like you can just randomly pull a card, but when you say a prayer, it focuses your mind, focuses your heart and your energy. So I'm going to say my prayer. I'm going to say, Divine Mother, let me pick a card for whoever is listening to this podcast, that it blesses them and inspires them. And let it be a message that they really need to hear that's going to help them move powerfully forward on their path to help them magnify the miracles. Thank you. Amen. All right. So then I'm going to just shuffle the cards randomly, as I like to do, until I feel them tell me that they're done being shuffled. So I'm so curious. Do you have Oracle cards? Do you love working with Oracle cards? I have so many of them, but there's a few that I come back to on a regular basis. And this is one that I think my wife Deepa got it for me a couple of years ago, I think it was. And I have been loving it, loving it, loving it. Okay. So let me see which card wants to come and be your messenger. And it's this one. All right. Here is the beautiful card you got. Reaching your destination. Your light is shining brightly. And I don't know if you can see that, but it's got a little bubble with a little castle in the background and a little butterfly. Those look like orbs to me, and a beautiful little waterway. And I love that purple color. So let's see what the message is. Now, one of the things you can do is you don't have to read what's in her little book. When you really become proficient with your own intuition and your own symbols, you could look at that card and you'll know what that card is saying to you just by the colors and the images and the things in there. But I'm going to go ahead and read it to you. So reaching your destination, card meaning. All your hard work and effort is paying off. Glory, triumph, and success are yours. If you've given your power away, now is the time to reclaim it. It's time to stand in your own light. A destination is less of a place, but more of a new way of seeing the world. Your dreams are moving to fruition. If you have any incomplete projects or unresolved relationships, this is the time to complete them. This is an important part of reaching your destination. Take time to celebrate and acknowledge your successes in life. On the other page, it says, the sacred traveler wants you to know. The voyage was long and there were many adventures along the way, but as your trek reaches the destination, there's a feeling of joy and celebration. It's important to stop and rest and congratulate yourself for who you are and for what you have done. The traveler forgives those who on the voyage were less than honorable. Release any feelings of resentment, fear, and sadness that you may have gathered along the road. You've reached your goal. Let everything else go. You're a majestic being who can bring light into the hearts of others. Celebrate and honor yourself. You are so worth it. I love that card. Okay, so let's talk about that and how you can interpret that. So, one of the things I say whenever I'm teaching anything about intuition is context is everything, understanding the context. Now, this episode's coming out on Ash Wednesday at the beginning of a journey, beginning of our Lenten journey, right? And we're getting the card that says that you've reached your destination. So what do you think that means? How is it that we've reached our destination on day one of our journey? Interesting, right? I'll tell you what I think of it, and then I would love to hear your thoughts about it. So your light is shining brightly. This card is talking about making sure that you're acknowledging yourself, stopping and resting along the way, celebrating your successes. If you have any unfinished business, clean it up, right? So as we're beginning this journey, 40 days or so, let yourself kind of take an inventory and see, do I have anything that might be impeding me reaching my destination? This card is telling me the outcome is assured. How about that? Mary Magdalene last week said pretty much the same thing. Walk with her. Remember what she said? Walk with her. Focus on letting go of something you love, bringing in something that you love, so you can have more and more love, so that by the time you get to that beautiful Easter morning vibration, the love you've been expanding over the last 40 days will come to fruition, and you will have your own resurrection experience, whatever that might be. So I picked a card here for you, and it talked about reaching your destination. This card is telling you exactly what you need to do so that over the next 40 days, you have your Easter morning experience. You have your rolling away the stone experience. You have that resurrection experience. So again, she said, take a look at any unfinished business, unfinished relationships. If you have anything that could be what I would call an energy drain, take care of that. Make sure that you're moving forward. Forgive yourself if you have any regrets about anything. Let them go as best as you can. Take time to pause and to celebrate. So again, it seems a little odd that you would be starting out your journey with a celebration as if you're done. But what I'm hearing for you, and I'm hearing this right now, is as you're starting this new journey, the old journey is coming to completion. So every time, even if you do something as simple as a novena, you get to that 9th day and then you're starting again. So there's something being left behind as you're moving forward. So everything up until this point is what is complete. And you want to celebrate that no matter what it is, even if it's just what happened yesterday, you're leaving that behind and you're going off on a new path. Whether you follow Lent or you're just going to do the seasonal change of spring or however it is for you, there is an awakening, is what Mother Mary's called it. There's a quickening on the planet right now. There's this awakening that's happening. Something inside of you is beginning to stir. So this card is saying that your light is shining brightly, that you got it. You don't have to try so hard. Everybody can see what you're up to. You want to take that to heart in the best possible way and know that the universe has got you. The universe has got you. All right. So that's what I'm going to leave you with this beautiful deck. I would love for you to let me know, does this resonate with you? What do you think about that message? Is that something that you're going to take to heart? If you do want to pick this card deck up, I'm going to put a link in the show notes that'll take you over so that you can purchase these directly if you'd like to. Or do you have a card deck? Do you have an oracle deck that you love to work with? And maybe you're going to pick a card for today, and maybe you're going to ask a question of what's my focus for the next 40 days or so to take me into this new seasonal shift. I would love to know what it is. I would love a good oracle card deck. So again, the Sacred Traveler, Denise Linn, oracle card. This deck is awesome. So many things you can do with it. I really like her and her work and her take on things, and I think it will bless you abundantly. All right, my friend. Remember, the key to magnifying your miracles is knowing that your miracle's already here. And that's what that card said. Destination is guaranteed. That's pretty amazing. All right, my friend, if you did appreciate this message and this particular episode, I would be so grateful if you shared it with your friends, with your family, with your relatives, with whoever you think could use this boost of inspiration today. That would make me so, so happy. If you are watching on YouTube, if you could hit subscribe, I would really appreciate it. And if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, if you could leave me a review, oh my God, that helps me out more than you could possibly imagine. I love you so much, my friend. I'm so, so grateful for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.